Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I have my cards here. I have already started tuning into the energy and into the message. And this is a message for the collective, so it's not specific for one person. So take what resonates and use your discernment. I set the intention that this message will find the people who is meant to, and it's a timeless reading. So whenever it comes to you, it's meant for you, or at least some parts of the messages are for you. Please, if you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel. Okay. So I've started already tuning into the energy, and I have to say that it's a bit of a daunting energy in a sense that there are aspects of the shadows that are what I've seen was like bubbling up. And this card actually is very similar in a sense that I hope you can see it. It's like from the water. The water are the emotions, usually the ones that are in the depths of our subconscious. And there was something bubbling up, coming up, something moving and still hidden though. Still hidden, still not completely in the light, still in the shadows. And this could be an invitation also to go deep in ourselves and to take some time to maybe do some meditation, maybe do some journaling, shadow work of any kind. Because there is something moving, but it's in the depths, but it's likely that we are feeling it. And another part of the message that was coming through, and that it is also represented by these cards, is the eye of the storm. It's like if in this moment we are facing, or we are about to face, or maybe we are emerging after it. It depends on the timeline you are. But what I've seen, it was like a storm that was really dark and kind of scary. But in the middle, in the eye of the storm, there was actually an eye. And to me, the eye, of course, it represents wisdom. It represents also clarity that is coming in. So, and I'm seeing this also, of course, it's not the meaning of the card itself, but I'm seeing in this light that is in the middle, and these darker aspects that are outside. And also here in this card, there is, I don't know if you see it, but there is these circles, and there is the middle, and in the middle there is the light coming. So it's a kind of an invitation of going into our depths and embracing this shadow. And this shadow could feel actually kind of daunting, could feel something that is dangerous, that is, of course, it's actually completely out of our comfort zone. But this is something big, and this is something important, and we have to face it, because if we are not willing to step into the storm and to step into the eye of the storm, and this could cause some I don't want to say problems, but it's something that we will be forced to face at a certain point. So it's better to step into the storm and stay into the eye of the storm, so that we can see what is going on around us. But once you are in the eye of the storm, it's kind of calmer weather, in a sense that it's a moment of clarity, and wisdom could descend, because the eye actually is about wisdom. And what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, is that this huge shadow that is coming up from the underworld, that is coming up from our personal underworld, is actually something that is definitely more ancient. Like it's maybe a past life, or anyway something that is very, very ancient, but also very, very rooted in ourselves. And in order to step into the best version of ourselves, to step into the next role that we are asked to, this is necessary and this is required. This is taking us to a rebirth. And even if actually the storm and all this process could seem like a death, it's a death for a birth. It's a death that is we are asked to embrace, not to resist to, because this is taking us to a complete new life and a complete new version of ourselves, that is taking us to embrace the energy of the phoenix. This is beautiful. And with this card, I love this card, it's actually like if we are guided, but it's like if something is awakening and this is aligned with our destiny. It's like if some parts of our, I'm almost called to say DNA, like something that is deeply rooted in ourself, and it was dormant before and now it's awakening. And even though we can be scary, it could be scary, it's actually part of the destiny of our fate. And it's like if I'm called to read this. Fate leaves its mark on you and becomes your guidance, your guide or your guidance. It's like if there is something maybe that we know already, like a mark that we have, and that we were not actually looking at it, but now we are asked to embrace this energy. And what I've also seen in while I was tuning the energy was Sekhmet. So Sekhmet is, for who is not familiar, is of course an Egyptian goddess, but is a form, destructive form of Hathor. Hathor is a deity of love, but Sekhmet is the opposite and at the same time the same. She is the same but also the opposite, because she is in the myth, she is thirsty of blood. She is killing, and she is doing really she is destructive like the storm. She is destructive like the storm, but once we face it, she can get back to Hathor, to the love. And this is also a message in the sense of, once you find the courage to step into the eye of the storm and to face your shadow and to embrace it, there is love. There is love. This is something bigger than you, but it is you. What I'm saying is that it is bigger than your ego, that your identity, but it's something that is leading you to be your true self. I hope it makes sense. Let's see if there is a message from this oracle. You're a natural healer. Follow your intuition. You're not supposed to fit into among people. Is there something else? Even though I'm hit by the red, and it's like, okay, yes, it could be an energy. Also, the shadow could take us to embrace our healer energies and to step into our independence, in the sense that we don't have to ask permission to anyone else, but just to be ourselves. Okay, anything else? Maybe not. Yes. Okay. This is perfect. This is the card. The card says All Soul. And okay, I will read it. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. But what is actually drawing me and calling me is exactly the old soul part. As I was saying, this shadow is something that I felt as very ancient. It's very, very ancient. It could be from a past life, but it could also be our blueprint in a certain sense that is coming up. Maybe it has been dormant so far because we were not ready to face it, but now we are. And we are really asked to embrace it. It's a part that is ancient as much as wise. And it could be also a bit wild. But it's okay. This is absolutely okay. Okay. Actually, is there anything else? Whoa. Okay. The owl. Um, these are the cards. We have the Medicine Wheel, the Time Master, and the Holy Mountain. Okay, I'm called to the Holy Mountain first. The Holy Mountain, the mountain itself is awakening, but it's also alignment. There is a man here at the top of the mountain, right? And this represents us. It's like getting wisdom from the higher realms and getting into close to the sky, to the higher realms. It's like awakening, getting wisdom and seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things from a different perspective. I'm seeing almost the eagle that is also here, like stepping outside our daily life and seeing things from a higher perspective, and they will make sense. Maybe not immediately, but they will, if we are available to actually take a step back from our ego, our identity, and see things in another way, in a bigger, huger way, beyond this lifetime. Okay. And also with the Time Master, I'm called to say this because the Time Master is about the essence of time itself that is happening all at the same time. So there is no real difference and distinction between this lifetime and the other lifetime, because everything is happening in the same time. The time itself is an illusion. And there is a circular motion, especially when we step into the Medicine Wheel. It's like all the aspects of ourselves are true at the same time, but there's also an energy of like shedding the skin and embracing the new, and it's like a complete cycle. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, anything else with the tarot? Where are we going once we step into this? Let's see with this other one. It's a bit of a difficult energy. Also my throat is getting... Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. So there could be resistance. There could be resistance of letting go to the past, to the old, but what I'm getting is letting go of our understanding and our fears. It's like there is resistance to actually step into this because of our, yes, of course, ego, but also like our fear and also our judgment of the thing. Whatever it is, it's different for everybody. Yes. There is resistance to change the perspective. There is resistance to actually seeing things from another perspective. The Hanged Man is stagnation in a sense, but if we embrace this energy, there is, and it's also a sort of sacrifice that we are asked to. It's stepping out of our comfort zone, of our ego, and being available of seeing things again from a different perspective, maybe upside down, but it's to gain knowledge, to gain wisdom. And with the Five of Wands, again, it's conflict. It's an energy of resistance to embrace this. This is human. This is okay. This is not easy. This is not easy, and it takes, especially with our ego, it's difficult. It's a sort of internal conflict. But we don't need to fight it. We don't need to fight it. We need to embrace it. We need to feel comfortable in the discomfort, embrace the change so that the rebirth can take place. Okay. Yes, and this will take us to the Ace of Wands. The Aces are all about new beginnings. In case of Wands, the Wands are about passion. Also power. I'm hearing power. It's about embracing our power, because the shadow that is coming up, that is bubbling up now, even though it can seem daunting and even though it can look like something dangerous because it's ancient, there is a lot of wisdom, maybe wisdom that we are afraid of because of what it could mean or what it could take us to. This is power. This is our real, true power. We are not, sometimes we are afraid of our power because we are not sure if we can handle it, if we can use it for the best, for the highest best of the all of everything, right? But we are asked to. We are asked to embrace this. We are asked to take the wand. And a wand is a symbol of power. The magician has the wand. It's a way, it's not only the magician, of course, but the wand, I'm seeing the magician, right? I don't know. Because it's like embrace your magic, embrace your power, embrace your true essence. You have all the tools, all what it takes to embrace it and to step into the next version of yourself. Even though you're afraid of it, even though you may feel that you're not ready, you are. You are. Okay. Anything else? Okay. This is interesting. Okay, maybe not. Maybe there is nothing else here. Yes. Okay, the Four of Wands. Once we get into this, once we embrace this and we take our power back, we step into an era of celebration, but also kind of reunion, because here the horses are kind of reuniting. It's really sweet. But the Four of Wands is about also, yeah, celebration, reunions. Okay, something else about this. What else are we stepping into? What is the future after we embrace this energy? Okay, let me see. It's like if we are just called to embrace this, and then the end result is not something we are meant to know. We are not meant to know where we are getting at the end, because this is part of the journey. Yes, I know when I'm saying this. Okay, so it's like if we don't need to know the end result. We don't need to know exactly where this is taking us, because this is part of the journey, and the journey itself is the purpose. It's not so much knowing exactly what the end result, the target is. Hope it makes sense. Okay. Ooh. So this is okay. So once we embrace this with kind of this energy of, I don't need to know where this is taking, I just need to know that this is for me, because this is me, and this is taking me to be who I'm meant to be. And it is not like you have to, but it's like once you get to understand this, you will want to, because this is you, even though it can seem a bit daunting at the beginning. So embrace the journey. I was saying that once these cards came up. So embrace the journey, because actually the journey is taking you to something that you can neither imagine. It's like a wish fulfillment, and I'm saying this because of the Nine of Cups. And it's really interesting because in this card, in this specific deck, this is not the traditional tarot. In this specific deck, the Nine of Cups is represented by a mermaid. And the mermaid, this is amazing, because they are dangerous, right? They are a bit daunting. They are also extremely fascinating, though, and I'm not hearing an energy of risk in a bad sense, but we may perceive this as a sort of danger, right, as sort of risk, but we are asked to embrace this energy because this is part of ourselves. So I won't repeating what I've already said, but I think that this card is actually a confirmation. This is taking us, the Nine of Cups, it's about wish fulfillment. It's like having all that you've always desired and maybe even more, but here is represented by a mermaid, so it's interesting. Okay, beyond this we have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So I will just show you the cards in case that you want to see, because this is not a traditional tarot. Okay. So this will take us to balance, a new balance inside ourselves, but it's also like a reintegration of two parts that we perceive in the illusion of the distinction of everything, like in the great illusion that everything is different and separated. We will, once we step into this, we will get to embrace it and reintegrate and understand that it's not separate from us, it's not different from us, actually it's part of the same. We are the same as this shadow, because the shadow is ourself. And there is a kind of conflict, inner conflict between these two sides of ourselves that won't take place anymore. In fact, the card was reversed at the beginning. So it's like the duality won't be anymore. We will be embracing ourselves. So it's interesting, and this will take us to something that is like reaping the fruits of our labor. It's like this will take us to something that will be fulfilling and the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups could be about I'm not sure if that's actually the message. I'm not sure what it is about. It's a game. Okay, so it's a game that is taking place, and even though something could seem like if we are losing, if something is out of our control, if something is falling down, actually this is part of a bigger plan. This is part of our soul contract. It's something that we signed up for. And it's like in the chess game, right? It's about strategy. So we are not necessarily seeing the end result. We are not necessarily seeing everything that and all the steps that we will need to do, but we can win. It's an interesting message, actually. Trust. It's like you have all you need to get to the end of this, to get to the light out of the tunnel. And I'm getting this also because of the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is like obstacles that are lifted. And with this card, also with the waterfall, it's something that to me is really about stepping into alignment and into something new in this sense. Okay, very interesting, very beautiful. I'm not sure if that's everything. I think it is. Let's see if there is a rune that wants to come. I think that this is the message. It's like embracing our shadows in order for this to happen. Also, be ready. This card is really interesting now. Be ready because this is part of a bigger game, a bigger plan, and you don't need to know exactly what it is taking. Just know that it's something beautiful, because also with the Eight of Pentacles, it's something beautiful. Okay. Okay. We have Algit. And this is protection. So you are protected, and Yeah, awakening. Yes, you are awakening. You are stepping into this new life, I almost want to say. And even if you are a bit afraid of if there is conflict, know that you are protected and everything is going well. You may need, though, to take some actions in order to protect your energy. Not so much by the shadow itself, but like you probably want to have psychic hygiene, something like taking care of yourself or your boundaries and making sure that you are taking the time you need and giving yourself what you need. Because when we are facing these moments, this is not easy energy. So it could be difficult, and you may need to rest more or to drink more water or to out in nature, whatever it is. So take the actions you need to feel protected and to be healthy with yourself and also with your boundaries in a certain sense. Maybe, yeah, maybe you need to take some time with yourself without going out. And it's not like going out, but like going out with other people, or like take the time, take what you need. You will know what you need. I don't need to tell you. So, okay, I think this is the message and this is everything. Thank you so much. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. See you next time.